In this vlog, I want to talk about where we went and what we did on the second day of our trip to Delhi, India. If you're interested in this topic, make sure to follow me. Hi, I'm Parisa, and I'm here to share my budget travel experiences with you. Thank you for following me. So on the second day, we had our breakfast at 9 in the morning and got ready to go out and explore. We planned to explore the rest of New Delhi, which, although it's called New Delhi, is actually the same as Old Delhi in practice. The first place we went was Jama Masjid in Delhi, which is very close to Chandni Chowk market, and it's common for people to visit these two places together. It really reminds me of Shah Abbas Mosque and the Isfahan Bazaar. This mosque, located in an area with a square like Naqsh-e-Jahan, was built in the 17th century by the order of Shah Jahan, the same person who built the Taj Mahal, and it's a perfect example of Mughal architecture. It truly is a beautiful mosque. Its original name is Masjid-e-Jahan Numa, but people usually just call it Jama Masjid of Delhi. Like all other holy places in India, you have to enter barefoot. Since the weather in India is hot and these stone floors get extremely hot, it was honestly really tough. I definitely recommend bringing socks with you, both for women and men. Your body needs to be covered to enter. For women, if any part of their body is exposed. They would give women a cloak to wear and a scarf to cover their hair, and for men, if they were wearing shorts, they would give them a shawl to tie around their waist. It has two 40-meter minarets and is very large, and they themselves claim it has the capacity for 25,000 worshippers. Of course, in my opinion, that number was a bit exaggerated. Overall, if I want to say whether it was worth visiting or not, yes, as a symbol of Mughal architecture, it was worth seeing. But as always, it's a bit sad and regretful to think why. Isfahan, with its incredibly beautiful mosques, doesn't have as many tourists. Short video clips to show the variety of transportation methods in India. These bicycles, where one person pedals and carries a passenger, are called rickshaws. The ones with a motor that carry passengers are called tuk-tuks, and of course there are also cars, buses, and so on. And of course, one of the main symbols of India is the sound of its hustle and bustle. I've included it here in the video so you can see what it's like. When you come out of the mosque and head toward the Chandni Chowk market, you can only get there by rickshaw. We ourselves also got on a rickshaw and headed toward the Chandni Chowk market, specifically the spice vendors section. If I want to talk about the rickshaw riding experience, for me it wasn't a pleasant one because the person who is taking the passengers, well, there were two of us riding and then the boss of these people also got on, making us three in total while one person was pedaling and taking us along. This poor guy under the scorching Indian sun was sweating profusely. He was a very thin and frail man, and for me it wasn't a pleasant experience at all. I wouldn't want to repeat it. Because in a way, it reminded me of slavery and those kinds of systems. So here we are at the spice section of Chandni Chowk market. This market is huge, just like the bazaars in Iran with different sections. We only managed to see the spice section. Honestly, both the spices and the nuts were really expensive here, and for us Iranians, buying them wasn't very appealing. Of course, we did buy some Indian spices, but not from here. And here's a cute scene of playful Indian monkeys, which you can pretty much see everywhere in Indian cities. Next to the grand and historic mosque, we decided to step into a quaint souvenir shop where we soon discovered something truly captivating and quite intriguing. Apparently, in the distant past, during a bygone era, Farah had come here to do some shopping. Madame Hara, its name is also Madame Hara. The next place we went to visit is the Red Fort, or Lal Qila, which was built by Shah Jahan in the 17th century with red sandstone. Many parts of this structure were looted by the British after colonization, but there's a very famous peacock throne here, which was brought to Iran by Nader Shah. The truth is, because of the extreme heat and the very long walk before even reaching the entrance gate of the Red Fort, we had to do it. We just couldn't handle the heat at all and didn't get to see inside the Red Fort. The next monument we went to visit We visited a Sikh temple, which is for followers of the Sikh religion. What I found interesting about this was how close their beliefs are to Islam. For example, their god is also completely formless. Unlike other Hindu temples, they don't have any idol-like symbols at all. And when entering their temples, whether men or women, they are required to cover their hair. They had very large pools for their followers to bathe in, and a golden shrine showered with flowers, and a lot of things that were similar to Muslim shrines. Our time in Delhi came to an end, and we started walking through the alleys near the hotel when a surprise, it happened. We saw an Indian wedding, and the host, who was a very warm and friendly person, invited us to join. Inside their ceremony, which they called the ring ceremony, basically their version of our engagement party. So, as they say, we entered the ceremony. This side, which you can see in the picture now, was the self-service dinner area. They had arranged the food all around, and their guests were eating. They insisted a lot that we try their food too. The kids ate and liked the food, but I didn't try it. And this other side, where the women were sitting, was the area where they were waiting for the bride to arrive. And the dance stage and so on were here. After the bride arrived, the dance ceremony started, and they invited us to go up on stage and dance with them. Of course, we gladly accepted and went, and it turned out to be a very memorable night, with the final surprise being related to our outfits. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Thank you so much for watching the video all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment.